interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16, and he won't quite make it to the 25. To throw right away is Howell. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Howell to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 22 yards there, a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 2nd and 10, Howell. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. First down, Howell to throw. It's Edwards again. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. This is caught. Touchdown. Bryan Edwards hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Julio Jones. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Commanders 14, Texans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Fields this way up at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left,
more football.
early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7.
Commanders 21, Texans 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Go 14.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Commanders 21, Texans 7.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Wilson steps away to his left. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man there is Collins, complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down here. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, Washington. Julio Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14.
Commanders 28, Texans 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it's Wilson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
On 1st down, Wilson. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action with Howell. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell, he'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll go play action. Howell. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Vita Vea. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first round.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice it.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Howell, he completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
faking the handoff. Howell.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Howell.
Man open, here is Jones. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Howell.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 27, Wilson, flush to his right.
Right side complete to Mechie.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson dancing to his left.
He'll complete this one to Collins.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
Down at the 31. To throw is Wilson.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Wilson will throw again. Being chased out left. This is caught. It's Cooks.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu.
And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
And his throw here's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Out of the air on 1st and 10.
Jones has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36.
Now looking to throw again.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Powell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Bryan Edwards.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Commanders 45, Texans 21.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their...
And now here is another interception.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
For the play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Off-play action. It's Howell.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jones now in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin.
He's got a man, complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Now Howell.
Incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
there to make the grab.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And it's fielded at the 34.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Cooks will come in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. There again is Cooks, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
To throw again is Wilson.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Howell's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sly on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Commanders 59, Texans 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 6.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Texans take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. After the sack on first down, Wilson. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance,